My little girl. It's a good riddance to him. I'm glad he's dead. I used to lie awake at night and imagine all the different ways I could make him suffer. I hope he rots in hell.
QuoteDevil.ie can save you money on your home insurance, van insurance, car insurance, or life insurance.
Quote Devil's always got one hell of a quote.
And a very good evening. First up, our thoughts and our prayers certainly go out to our friends and neighbours across in Italy following that 6.2 magnitude earthquake that hit late on Wednesday night in the town of Amatrice, about 135 kilometres north of Rome in the Apennine region. And if you are heading that direction, or if you have anyone out there at the moment, do be sure to check with the Irish Embassy in advance of travel. Now, weather-wise, from our satellite feed, conditions holding nice and dry at the moment. That ridge of low pressure will build out here in the Atlantic, holding nice and dry, mainly cloudy for the weekend, but that rain pulling in on Tuesday, so expect a showery start into the latter half of the week. Now back to this evening, we are seeing nice sunshine pull through in that stretch in Galway, right across the Midlands into parts of Down and County Louth. Elsewhere, some nice sunshine to top and tail the country into parts of Donegal, Derry and into Cork, but certainly that cloud thickening up into western areas. That'll trigger off some light scattered showers with those winds. Not really a main feature of your Friday, light from the southwest, and values wrapping up the day there at about 14 to 16 degrees. Those values best out across those Irish Sea coastal counties. Now, as we move into tonight, again a mainly dry one and clear one to start across parts of Ulster. That cloud will thicken up into southern sections, travel northwards as the night goes on. A couple of hit and miss showers there into parts of Galway and western Mayo, and elsewhere we will be dealing with some hill and coastal fog. Take extra care if you are driving out and about into the early morning hours, and values there back to about 11 degrees into eastern areas, much milder the further west and southwest we go at about 12 to 13. So into breakfast time tomorrow on Saturday morning, some nice bright sunshine into parts of northern Kerry and western Limerick. Elsewhere, cloud dominating with the best of those rays really holding on into Down and County Louth, and certainly we will have a couple of showers edging in to western areas as the day goes on. So across into Ulster tomorrow afternoon, quite a cloudy day ahead, although we will see some scattered showers pull through into the western half of the province as the day goes on. Those values at about 18 to 19 degrees, holding much the same as we pull into the northern Midlands, and those conditions holding relatively mild the further west we go, although we could see a couple of showers feed in to parts of western Galway and Mayo into the latter half of the evening. Moving across into the Midwest and indeed the Southwest, a cloudy, humid day in store for parts of Limerick and Kerry, although we will see nice pockets of sunshine pull through for parts of eastern Cork and western Waterford. And finally, moving up into Leinster, up across the Wicklow Mountains. Again, quite a warm and humid day ahead. We will see a couple of scattered showers in the mix. Certainly nothing to worry about if you are heading out and about with limited sunshine pulling through. So all in all, quite a cloudy day ahead. The best of the sunshine there across northern areas, also in around parts of Louth, Dublin, Meath and Kildare. And values hitting highs tomorrow a wee bit cooler than they have been over the last few days at about 13 to 15 degrees. So over the next 5 days, how is it shaping up? Well, on Sunday we'll see a nice day in store, mainly cloudy with some patchy light rain as we move into Monday and Tuesday, kick-starting the new week. Some good sunny spells before we see that low pressure really swing in on Tuesday night, bringing with it some scattered showers in on Wednesday. And keep an eye on those values over the next couple of days, hitting highs of about 18 to 22 degrees. That's all we have time for. Have a great weekend. Stay safe on those roads. Slán go fóill.
QuoteDevil.ie can save you money on your home insurance, van insurance, car insurance, or life insurance.
Quote Devil's always got one hell of a quote.
When Lidl said they were serious about supporting ladies Gaelic football, they meant it. So far in 2016, Lidl has provided €500,000 worth of prize funding to ladies Gaelic football teams all over Ireland. That's meant new jerseys and equipment for 145 post-primary schools and cash donations for 150 local clubs. And they're only getting started. Lidl, proudly supporting ladies Gaelic football.
Imagine if you could travel back in time and drink a beer as it was brewed in the 1880s. Brewed with the world's first pure brewing yeast, discovered by Carlsberg and shared with the rest of the brewing world.
Have we got a letter from a grateful Dutch brewer?
Imagine if that beer was rebrewed with yeast from one of the last remaining bottles of that beer to have survived. Don't just imagine it, just imagine it.
Do cigarette cravings sometimes get the better of you? When sudden cravings strike, you want support. Try nicotine mini lozenges now. They're specially formulated to release nicotine 3 times faster than nicotine gums, helping you to relieve your cravings in just 3 minutes. The fast-acting discreet lozenges come in a convenient pack shaped like a lighter, for use anytime, anywhere. With a fresh mint taste, nicotine mini lozenges help relieve your cravings in just 3 minutes. For fast-acting craving relief, choose nicotine mini lozenges.
When we cook together, we make more than just food. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
Time tomorrow, we're all gonna be 5 inches deep in some bun.
More like 3 inches deep for Barry.
Sausage Party.
I love the way your face just kind of gives up halfway down.
Coming soon.
It's your 30-minute warning for Celebrity Big Brother, the final. Prepare yourself. For now, the team prepare for their biggest puppy ever. It's Dog Tales with Andrea Hayes.
Maxi Zoo, proud sponsor of Dog Tales on TV3.
Coming up, the team prepare for the arrival of a very big bear.
Dogs are incredibly stoic. It looks awful and it looks gruesome, but we've got the expertise here to make them better.
And I get hands-on with the newest arrivals.
Oh.
It's the start of another busy day at the centre, and Manager Kat has just got some news about a special case.
We have had a phone call from a local vet, and they've had a dog handed in who's in need of surgery, and they've asked us, can we take over their care? All I know is that it's a big puppy, 25 kg, and he's only 4 months old.
A puppy?
A puppy.
It's all hands on deck as the team make preparations for the big arrival. Making room for any newcomer always involves plenty of cleaning and washing, plus the moving around of other residents. In this case, 9 very happy and very energetic Labrador puppies.
It's going to be messy. Happy to see me. Hello, gorgeous.
I've been tasked to help canine carer Claire give this lively litter a bath before they're moved into their new kennel.
It's time for a little shower. Just like this. Yeah. Oh, you little monkey. Oh, we've got a Houdini.
One by one, the puppies are washed and taken over to the puppy rehoming block, where they are one step closer to finding a forever home. The kennel and puppy isolation is fully disinfected and deep cleaned before its next occupant arrives.
He did require quite extensive medical investigation and attention, which the people who had him weren't able to finance. Vet bills, especially when dealing with a dog of such monstrous proportion.
It's hard to believe that you'd get a particular breed like this, which is so rare, and
Very
then not think about the aftercare and give it up at a puppy. Sarah, what's he like?
Oh, he's absolutely beautiful. He seems good so far. He's barking at everybody and full of beans.
Oh, look at his leg, bless him. He's going to obviously be carried in the crate, I imagine.
With a little teamwork and some careful coordination, our newest arrival, named Bear, takes his first steps on his journey to recovery.
No one ever really wants to see a dog in a kennelled environment, to be honest with you, but we've got the expertise here to make him better, and make him happy and find an appropriate home. A home that's not just obsessed with him because he's a rare breed and he's big and adorable, but a home that just loves him for being a big, adorable lump, as opposed to being a big, adorable Caucasian Shepherd.
I'm going to have to toughen up because
you are, Mrs.
I'm finding this really hard.
Dogs are incredibly stoic. It looks awful and it looks gruesome, but he's in the best place in the whole country for him at the minute.
This unique rehoming facility houses a number of dogs, who for whatever reason find themselves unable to fit into a home environment. Canine Care Andy tells me about Cosmo's story.
He's just very intelligent, is it?
That's his problem. It's just he's so intelligent. And in the home, that can be destructive, you know, just being plain bored and doing silly things in the house. Like, he's one of my favourites to work with because he's so receptive. You can teach him basically anything. Cosy, good boy. Well done.
And he was born here?
Yeah, he was born here, went to a home as a young pup and became Cosmo, the very intelligent Shepherd Lab Cross, who unfortunately they couldn't manage because they couldn't figure out what he needed.
And what sort of family, Andy, would you like to see Cos find?
He would be suited probably to older children. Teenagers would be possibly better.
It's easy to see why Cosmo is such a special dog, as Andy shows me some of the training work he does with him on a daily basis.
He's so clever. Down. Oh, sad face. Sit. Down. Sad face. Good boy.
Master trainer.
Hug. Hug. I do actually feel like the dog whisperer. Oh, you're such a pet.
He's just overlooked because of size and breed.
He's giving you the hug there.
Oh, give me cuddles. He's a good boy. It's a bond that you're striking up with them, which is really important. It's probably the most important part of it, is having that relationship that they trust you fully.
As team members gather outside for a bite, I join them for a well-earned break.
How are you getting on today?
I'm doing really well, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know the only thing I didn't factor in, and this is the truth, okay, is the amount of cleaning we have to do. Seriously.
Like, it's all part of the job. Like, the dogs do live in the kennels for so long. Like, you want them to have nice stuff around them in a nice, clean environment. Like,
Okay, now I feel guilty. You should make me feel guilty now.
You do. Like, it's so important, like, you know.
How's Bear doing? Because I know you've been quite close to Bear,
Yeah.
particularly in the vet suite.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. Gaining weight. He's going to be a big boy. But yeah, he's as good as gold, like getting all his bandage changed and everything, you know. It's not easy, like he's so young, like, and he's having all this done to him, but he's taking it in stride, he's great.
Bear is recovering from major surgery, and today I'm helping the vet team change his bandages.
He had a fracture in his thigh bone that was repaired. The surgeon felt that his bone was still quite weak because it's growing, so we need to keep the bandage there to make sure that the leg heals properly.
Okay. Good boy, Bear, you're doing great.
Oh, good boy.
I'm gonna take a sample from his wound.
He's being closely monitored. This is vital to avoid any potential threat of infection.
No.
Okay, nice.
He's very good, isn't he? He really
Very
is.
good, yeah. No, he didn't like it now the other day.
Did he not? You'll have this. He's Bear with the big blue bandage.
Yes. This type of large breed dog, they can keep growing up until when they are 1 year of age, so we'll have to wait and see exactly how big it's going to be.
When Bear arrived, he weighed a whopping 25 kilograms, and this growing puppy is weighed regularly to ensure he's receiving the correct nutrition and care.
28.10. He's there. I mean, it's hard to say because he keeps going down. It's got up to 28.95.
Oh, he's quickly growing. Huh? Aren't you, buddy?
Large, strong breeds can often be a challenge for prospective dog owners, unlike their smaller relations. I met Heidi, a long-time resident at the centre, with canine carer Catherine.
She came here initially from the pound, and she was not in great shape at all. She was actually in very poor condition, very, very emaciated, and she had quite bad sores on her elbows, underneath at the back of her legs. So you can see she's quite strong. You have to have them
really good on the lead with their sits, their focus work. You usually use certain cue words like look or ready, and once they know that word, they'll look straight at you for a treat. We reward them with food.
Food is a reward for her because she was so emaciated.
She was. She was extremely emaciated, very, very thin. One of the worst cases we've seen here, really. Ready, Heidi? Ready, sit. Yes, good girl. So she knows all this from us doing it with her.
I don't have anything, I'll get something.
What we will do is we'll kind of just get her focused a little
Heidi,
bit. She's very interested.
Heidi,
in
look,
stuff
look,
over
look,
there.
look, sit, sit, sit.
Yes, good girl.
Well done.
Well done, sweetie. Once they know the food's there, they're coming back for it. You're using positive reinforcement. It's really important that she understands that. So she knows you've got the food now.
Sit.
So she's really getting it.
Yes, good girl.
And she did slowly put it on, but again, there was other medical issues there as well. So we had to work on them all. She's a lovely nature as well. She's a bulldog cross, so they do have a lovely nature.
What type of home would be perfect for Heidi? Like, who are we hoping to find for Heidi?
I mean, you don't necessarily need to be big and strong to have a dog like Heidi. I'm tiny and I'm well able to manage her on the lead, like most big dogs. Once they build that relationship with you, they trust you and they know that you're not doing anything. You know, it's positive, 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 and they understand that and it comes across very clear.
Now it's my turn to take the lead.
Heidi, look, look. Good girl. She's so well trained.
She's very good, yeah. Very,
and I mean,
very good.
I am going this way with her.
When staff and volunteers aren't seeing to the needs of their canine friends, you can be sure somebody, somewhere, is cleaning up after them.
I started in 2009. Previous to that, I was a dog warden. And as a dog warden, when I worked up in the pound, I saw many, many dogs being euthanised after the 5 days because that's the law that they have. And it's very sad because every day you would see dogs, just healthy dogs, whereas Dogs Trust have a policy. They do not destroy a healthy dog. And working with other rescue organisations, we have seen the figures drop.
The charity engages with media outlets to promote awareness and initiatives that aim to create a more dog-friendly environment.
Come on in, we're ready to go. The lads are ready for you.
And campaign manager Sarah is up early to spread the word.
So, PJ and Jim, this is Sarah.
Sarah, property now. What's the crack? Sarah, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Happy Friday. It's PJ and it's Jim hanging out on what is National Bring Your Dog to Work Day. Am I right?
It is, yeah. National Bring Your Dog to Work Day. What a great idea. Lilo is in with me today. I got her in the Dogs Trust, and Sarah from Dogs Trust is in with us as well. So it's kind of a reunion of sorts, I suppose. My girl Lilo and yourself get to meet up again.
Tell us what the whole campaign is. What's the thrust of it and what's it all about then?
Dogs Trust want to promote dog friendliness in Ireland, basically. We have a campaign going on called Dog Friendly Environments, and we really want to try and encourage Ireland to be more inclusive of our little furry friends. Responsible dog ownership is what it's about at the end of the day, and that's what we're really keen to promote as well. So I think if you've got a responsible dog owner, there's no reason why we can't have a dog-friendly Ireland.
Sarah, listen, thanks so much for coming in and chatting to us.
Thanks so much for having me.
And great success, hopefully, with the campaign. We've been asking people as well all morning to let us know if they did bring their dog to work day, where it is. So well worth checking out.
And thanks again for giving me my best friend, I have to say.
Exactly.
One of the best things I've ever done. One of the most rewarding things I've ever done is get a rescue dog. One of the best things I've ever done. They really give it back to you 10 times over.
They really do, and I would encourage everyone to come into Dogs Trust. We're in Ashbourne Road in Finglas. Pop on in, check out. We've got so many dogs looking for their forever home, really in desperate need of their forever home, so please pop in, and you can have a dog friendly workplace then as well.
And Sarah, thank you for popping in to see us. Thanks so much indeed. Listen, 1850 410 494.
Having a more dog friendly society would make the workplace a more pet friendly and safe environment. Heidi, a resident in the centre for a couple of years now, has caught the attention of a potential family.
Oh, look at you.
Susan, what was it about Heidi that made you fall in love at first sight?
When you look into a dog's face, exactly like we just with Heidi, when you look into a dog's, we fell for it. Yeah, you just know, you can tell by a dog.
What would you say to somebody who's never been to a place like Dogs Trust but is looking to rehome a dog?
Go immediately. Really, we came out here to see if they had any Rottweilers, because bigger dogs like that, and like Heidi, like bulldogs, they're so misunderstood. They're gentle giants, you know, and they do end up, unfortunately, in places like this. But they're really well taken care of in there. I'm really surprised at how well it's set up here. I really am.
Susan's home passes the standard site inspection, and it's good news for Heidi. Coming up, Bear's well on the road to recovery. And it's puppy love at first sight.
Oh.
Maxi Zoo, proud sponsor of Dog Tales on TV3.
My Declan's got a job lined up with a big multinational company.
You don't say.
His book comes out next week. My Life in Quantum Physics.
That's not bad for a 6-year-old, Mary.
And I got a fresh whole Irish chicken for just €4 from Aldi.
€4? Come on now, pull the other one.
For more unbelievable Super 6 offers, visit Aldi.
Next you'll be telling me your Declan's a brain surgeon.
He tried that. Didn't like it.
There's nothing I love more than leaving the house to spend a fortune on a new appliance. Said no one ever. That's why I went on to appliancesdelivered.ie. They've got top brands, amazing prices, next day delivery, and they'll even take away your old appliance for free. It's not rocket science, it's pocket science. Appliancesdelivered.ie. Why pay more?
Imagine if you could travel back in time and drink a beer as it was brewed in the 1880s. Brewed with the world's first pure brewing yeast, discovered by Carlsberg and shared with the rest of the brewing world.
Have we got a letter from a grateful Dutch brewer?
Imagine if that beer was rebrewed with yeast from one of the last remaining bottles of that beer to have survived. Don't just imagine it, just imagine it.
That's some big news.
This year,
No!
your food
We can fight these monsters!
fights back.
I'm gonna fix you!
Sausage Party.
When we cook together, we make more than just fruit. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
Do cigarette cravings sometimes get the better of you? When sudden cravings strike, you want support. Try Nicotine Mini Lozenges now. They're specially formulated to release nicotine 3 times faster than nicotine gums, helping you to relieve your cravings in just 3 minutes. The fast-acting discreet lozenges come in a convenient pack shaped like a lighter, for use anytime, anywhere. With a fresh mint taste, Nicotine Mini Lozenges help relieve your cravings in just 3 minutes. For fast-acting craving relief, choose Nicotine Mini Lozenges.
Maxi Zoo, proud sponsor of Dog Tales on TV3.
A member of the public has just handed in a stray dog that was found wandering the streets. Manager Cat checks to see if she has a microchip.
Nothing.
No scan.
No.
No. We see it very often, people bringing stray dogs in of varying conditions, but certainly finding that a little stray dog has been wandering the streets and pregnant, expecting puppies. Obviously that's no place for a pregnant dog to be, you know. She's been a loved dog. She's very friendly, she's happy to meet us all, she's got a waggy tail.
Yeah.
You know, somebody has looked after her. Obviously we put her picture up online as well because she might be somebody's dog and they might be missing her.
Newly named Paris will be kept comfortable and given a full veterinary checkup. I caught up with one of the centre's largest ever puppies, Bear, and he's had another trip to the vet suite.
He had a bandage removed literally about an hour ago. The vets are quite happy the way things are going with him. The buster collar is just simply to keep him away from that because it's going to get pretty itchy on him, to stop him getting his mouth at it and ripping the stitches out, whatever like that, you know. We sometimes forget that he's only 3 months old, you know. He's such a big guy So he's just a puppy. He loves his kennel time.
He looks very relaxed, actually.
He is. He's very chilled out guy. Yeah, he really is.
I'm actually really excited about going in to see him. But I'll be chilled with him, don't worry. I'll be relaxed. I was going to bring in a poo bag just in case. I'm always prepared. I've learned my lesson from cleaning out a few kennels now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Plenty of kennel time is required to keep Bear calm, to avoid any vigorous activity that could injure his weakened leg.
Oh, he's down. Oh, we're just going to chill out. Hi, gorgeous. How's your leg? It's a bit sore, is it? And you have your bandage off, which is great news. And there's no infection or anything, Stephen, no? That's great, isn't it?
Bulldog Cross Heidi is about to start on the next chapter of her life. The Jordan family are the perfect match.
Today is adoption day. You're actually taking Heidi home today.
I can't believe it. I didn't realise we'd actually get to take her home today, and the lads are here. We're over the moon. They're like, it's like Christmas morning, and these are 19 and 20, like it's like Christmas morning. Yeah, we just can't wait to get our hands on her.
New homes are vetted and adopters are fully briefed on what to expect in order to avoid dogs being returned. Heidi will be well looked after with 3 adults all vying for her attention.
Heidi, you've got a big party to say goodbye to you.
Yeah. Oh, you're gorgeous. Thanks a million, everybody. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, bye, Heidi. We go find the car. Good girl.
As part of Bear's rehabilitation, he's being exercised and assessed to check his suitability for adoption.
So we'll be looking for like tricky behaviors that he might offer.
And you're bringing the Bear into compound too?
We're gonna try, yeah. Like he's a bit lazy, so he might not want to walk. Like we'll see how it goes.
He's still only a puppy though.
He is only 4 months old.
But he's so big.
I know, he's massive, and he still has to grow so much. Like he will be a big bear.
So our dog is coming out, so we have it free now for Bear to come in.
That's Julius there.
To avoid any undue stress or excitement, dogs are kept separate when these assessments are carried out.
Hi, handsome man. So he's getting there with the leg. He's starting to put weight on it and everything, so go boy.
This is a big day for him because he's actually out and about in a compound. He's recovering, his leg is doing really well. Just tell us what you're looking out for.
We are gonna test him with food.
Yes.
To see if there is like any potential guarding issue there.
He's good with people, eh? Hey, gorgeous.
But the main goal of the assessment is basically trying to find out how he's gonna be in a home environment, basically. Because of his leg, we haven't been able to test him with other dogs to see if he's dog social. So we'll have to wait for that and see, you know, how it goes once he's recovered.
The report on Bear is complete, and his assessment team make a plan based on the results.
His assessment was actually generally really quite good. Lots of positive going on there. I know you guys have given feedback of him struggling a bit in the kennel, being a little bit mouthy and that kind of thing in the kennel.
Yeah.
Is it when you're going in and out to him, or it's when you're spending any time in there with him?
It's both, to be honest.
Okay.
When we go in initially, he'd struggle, and he'd do be mouthing because of his size. It's quite hard. Yeah, he doesn't know any limits.
We can do a couple of kind of fairly simple things to help out with that. So, getting him working on doing some free sits to help with his self-control, because obviously with his leg injury as well, we want to be careful that we're not having him bouncing around the kennel.
Being as he's going to grow into such a big boy, it's really especially important from a rehoming perspective that we get him happy in the presence of other dogs, enjoying the interactions, and certainly able to manage his frustration levels, which seem to be a bit of a problem for him.
I mean, he will need an experienced home, but we'll be obviously here to support them along the way as well.
He did really well.
Oh boy, he's doing really well.
No, don't jump, good boy.
Paris, found stray and pregnant, was never claimed. And since arriving, she has given birth to 7 healthy puppies. I paid her a visit to see how she was getting on.
So Paris is in kennel 1, and because she's recently given birth, she's going to be on 4 feeds. She's really great, Mammy.
And hello. Hi, look how happy she is.
She's great. She loves her food.
You're so excited. How's she been, Laura, as a new mum?
Oh, she's probably one of the best mammies I've seen in here. When she has a chew, she has food. Even when you're in, if she hears a cry, she'll jump in and see if they're okay.
How do you do this? They're so adorable.
They're gorgeous. I love when they get to about 4 weeks and they start walking around and stuff. It's the best part. The kennels are huge, the heated floors. I mean, it's like paradise for them.
Yeah.
So each puppy you do, just say the black one there, if you do 0.3, and then just place them on the veranda bed.
Okay.
They don't like it. Doesn't taste nice.
Okay.
I felt a little bit nervous handling these tiny animals, but it was a real privilege.
No. No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
They can get a heavy warm boarding and it can make them really sick. So it's always advised to warm them 2 weeks and 4 weeks then as well.
Oh. Oh.
She's really happy with you handling them.
Yeah.
She doesn't mind.
Just one more. Oh, she's a good girl.
Another task accomplished. It's been a few weeks since Heidi was rehomed, and I can't wait to catch up with the family to see how she is doing since leaving the centre. The family visit a local park where they've been spending a lot of time with the latest member of their family.
Do you remember me? Yes, you do. How pretty is it? She's gorgeous. So I believe you guys have been walking Heidi every day.
Every day.
And it's brought the family closer together.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is, Aaron only usually comes out with me if it's an event in the evening, if we're going to a beer launch or something like that. Other than that, I don't see him. But like, we've been out every single day. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
She seems to be so good in the lead. Is she enjoying her walks?
She loves it. Absolutely loves it. She's so nosy. She likes to see everything, get involved in everything. But she's absolutely brilliant. She'll walk to heel, she'll sit down, she'll come back. She wants to see everything, that's all.
Are you surprised, Susan, just how well Heidi has settled into the family?
Absolutely amazed. You know, I did think there would be a bit of work, and I was ready for that. You know, we had a big dog before, and he was a rescue as well, so we were ready for a bit of training, a bit of work, but she's just slotted right in.
Aaron, I can tell you've really bonded with Heidi. Have you been amazed just how the love has blossomed so quickly?
Yeah, immediately. Even walking her, because Diesel was a big dog, you get used to walking big dogs, but she doesn't pull at all. But when she does get sick of walking, she'll sit down and there's no moving it. No moving her at all.
Coming up next week, there's an emergency at the centre as the charity deal with the fallout from a failed breeding establishment.
This many dogs and pups in one day puts a huge amount of pressure on the staff as well.
7 adults, 1 is heavily pregnant, she's a Bichon, and we got 23 puppies in total. 23 today.
Emotionally, it's quite distressing actually picking up these dogs because the state they were in is quite bad, to be honest with you. They don't have a voice, and we're trying to be their voice.
Dogs Trust rely on the support of dedicated dog lovers like you. To find out more about rehoming a dog or ways you can make a difference, visit the website. Next